To me, it seemed like you were in an even more advanced role than typical, and you seem to enjoy it based upon your play. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I really did. When I was younger, I used to play in more of a 10 position, and just game always called for something different. Coaches asked for something different. But this last game, I was asked to just be a little bit more advanced, and I had fun.
What were you asked to do? What were your
Just get on the ball, try and be in the pockets of space behind their defensive line, and when we transitioned, just try and be quick, and just try and make something happen, and defensively just work with Jamal, listen to the guys behind me to try and keep our structure the best as we could.
In the second half, at least in the first few minutes, it looked like you're almost playing as a second striker, and Rob had said he didn't want you up that high up the pitch. This was after the game, of course,
Yeah.
in hindsight. What happened in those first few minutes that you moved up that high?
I think the start of the second half we were defensive a little bit more.
Okay.
I think just in the moment, just the way the game was kind of setting up, I think it just kind of happened naturally,
Okay.
just with how the play was opening up. It wasn't purposeful, but I'll speak with Rob and see what caused it, and just try and fix it for going forward.
Gotcha. And now you played well in that role, but they also just signed someone to play in that role. What is your approach now for the remaining 8 games about that position?
My approach is always to do the best I can during the week to, 1, make a roster at the weekend, and 2, push to start. And if it's not my time to start, whether it's 6, 8, 10, right back, center back, wherever it is, just to be happy for the guy ahead of me. Give him the confidence to go out and do the best he can, and wait if my number's called upon to perform the best I can. And if it's not, no problem, we just move on to the next one.
Have you heard yet if you're going to get called up for this international break?
No, nothing's been heard as yet. No.
Okay.
In those moments, when you guys were in a 4-4-2 defending and you were up high with the forward Jamal a lot of times, what's the balance you try to strike between pressing with 2 and knowing when to drop off and make it that solid block at 3?
Yeah, a lot of times there are certain triggers that happen throughout the game that allows us to know when to go. I think for a good part of the game, we tried to keep them in front of us. I think we did okay at that for about 60 minutes. We kept them in front of us. We kept them going side to side and tried to pick the moments of when it was time to go. Usually when the ball is out wide or a bad pass or something like that. But just finding the right balance, and when you have people like Dax and Bartek behind you that are talking to you, and they can see what's going on, and they give you the shout, all right, let's go. Then that's when you pick your moments as well to go, because they're able to see everything.
Looking ahead to Charlotte, what do they bring to the table, and are you guys going to combat them, especially going on the road to them?
Yeah, I think we both know it's a big game for both of us. It's a derby that both teams are going to want to win. They're at home. They're going to come fighting. They're going to put everything to the game, and it's important to start that we match the intensity. I think if we do that, we have the talent to try and get us over the edge. But I think we know it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a dogfight at times, and there's going to be suffering for both teams, and it's just as long as we do it together and we stay focused for 90+ minutes, that gives us the best chance.
With it being a derby and this rivalry, how do you guys kind of keep your emotion a little bit about it, because it can get a little bit like a dogfight, and kind of keeping those emotions in check while you guys are on the road going up against a really good team in Charlotte?
Yeah, that's part of it. At the end of the day, we know that we're fighting for each other and we're fighting for 3 points, and as long as we have the thought of the team first, I think all the decisions will be made proper. I think the second we start to not think about the team is when this dumber decisions are made, and we know when it's time to fight for each other, when it's time to stand up for ourselves and stand up for each other. We'll know what's the right thing to do, what's not the right thing to do, and just more importantly, just not letting that dictate our game. If that's what they want, that's what they want, but we want to try and play and play football at the end of the day.
Got about a week and now 30 minutes with Alexi on the field. What has he brought to the group?
You could see what he'll be able to bring. He's a great attacking player. He's one of those Bills that are unorthodox, left-footed, 6 foot, lanky, good on the ball, but it's fun to play with guys like that from the 30 minutes. You know, he wants to get on the ball. He wants to try and find people, create things, and that's what you want. That's the type of guys you want to play with. And you know, he'll moments and times you see he'll do the work defensively as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 8 games brings. The training sessions with him, getting to know him a little bit more. But to start off with, really enjoyed playing with him so far.
It seemed like you two were starting to find a bit of a wavelength, combining through the middle.
Yeah. At times, you know, it's just kind of like playing pickup. You know, you don't know who you're playing with, but you could just kind of tell like what he could do from the first few minutes, first few touches. So just trying to get him comfortable, trying to find him at the right times and be an option. And, you know, we were able to combine a couple times kind of well.
Is Caleb called to say bonjour?
Yeah, he's texted. I think it was hello, but we'll get there at some point.
Is he enjoying his time?
Nah, he's having a great time. I've been obviously paying attention. We talk with him sometimes, and you know, who knows, maybe make a trip out to France soon.
There you go.
But yeah, he's enjoying it. Really happy for him. So he started the first 2 games, played a good amount of minutes. So hopefully he keeps going in the right direction, and you know, always wish him the very best.